Welcome back to the toy room build. We're building a massive toy room in the attic here. So if you have missed the first few episodes, be sure to check those out. I'll link them down in the description below. You definitely want to go check those out because a lot has happened. Where we're at now, we've got all the floor in. All of the bracing is in. I would say like 99% of the brackets that I had to put in are in. A bunch of straps and stuff, just tying everything together. And now we need to build the exterior wall over here and the exterior wall over here. And we're gonna frame in our closets, the back wall, because we're gonna put built-ins on each of these walls. So we need a wall back in there to hold our insulation and whatnot. And we got a little bit more work to do in the ceiling, cut out that garbage. But anyway, today I'm going to be working on the exterior walls. So let's get framing. All right, had to take some time to kind of lay some stuff out. So my wife and I, we worked up here for probably like an hour or so, just trying to figure out exactly what we wanted. So we decided to not put a window on this side because eventually we're wanting to put like a little bathroom in this corner, and then we're gonna have the Murphy bed come out of right there before the entryway. I did get this wall framed in mostly, so we're gonna tackle this little angle section. On this end, I only got the 2x4s on the ends there because we decided to put a bigger window on this end since we're not putting a window on the other end. So you can see the blue line there. We're gonna do an 8-foot by 4-foot window on this end, which will give us a bunch of natural light. But I gotta get some header material and a few 2x6s and whatnot. And I'm just about out of framing nails. All right, just wanna show you a few things before I get going here this morning. I've got the king studs put in. For the window, we're gonna do an 8-foot by 4-foot window right here. So king stud, I have to go get a few more 2x6s because I didn't think about using 2x6s for tremors, and that's what I want to do. But I did get the header built, so 2x8s, two of them together with the 2x6 top and bottom. For the header, probably overkill because this is really just holding drywall. I mean, that truss up there should hold itself, so there's not really any pressure on it, but we went big anyway. Got a buddy coming over here in just a few minutes, help me get all these 2x6s. Every one of these needs an extra 2x6 on them, so he's gonna help me with that. So probably won't film that just to be respectful of his time. But man, big push to get this thing ready for framing inspection. Hopefully middle of next week. Framing inspection has passed. I think a little bit has happened since last time I turned on the camera. Just had to get her done. So anyway, exterior walls framed. Got this exterior wall framed. Got all of the closet framing for the built-ins. So now I can put insulation on this back wall. Both sides. This closet's all framed up, and we're waiting for the electrical inspection. So that's the next thing. All the wiring's in. You can see all the lights are on. All the outlets wired up. Yeah, so the next video will be hanging rock and insulation. So I'll show you a few tips and tricks on insulation. It's pretty easy, but there is a wrong way to do it. So I want to make sure I show you, how not to put insulation in. And the correct way. So we're gonna do fiberglass bats on the walls and then blowing in the ceiling. So that's all good. Yeah, and then we'll be hanging drywall, and I'll show you my technique on hanging drywall and the mud and tape process. And yeah, we're getting close now. The framing is absolutely the hardest part because there's just so much involved with making sure that it looks good, all plumb level and square, and that it's structurally sound. So the rest of it's just kind of cut to fit. So pretty easy peasy. Also got the AC units. We're doing 3 heads on a mini split. So 1 for this room, 1 for the girls' bedroom, and 1 for the garage. That way, we can work out an AC and heat in the wintertime. It's gonna be freaking rad. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, very soon we'll be hanging some rock.